5 seconds. Madam Speaker, I rise to present before this August House the statement of estimated receipts and expenditure for 2014-15 for railways. As I stand in this temple of democracy, I owe this opportunity to the people of this country who have elected us to represent them and to shape their destiny. I am grateful to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for having reposed his faith in me and entrusting this huge responsibility of leading Indian Railways. I promise to fulfill this responsibility and make every endeavor not only to lead Indian Railways but also aid in building a vibrant India under the dynamic leadership of Sri Narendra Modi ji. It gives me immense pleasure to present my maiden railway budget. Indian Railways, being the nation's prime mover, is the structure and soul of Indian economy. It echoes rhyme and rhythm in the hearts of every citizen of this country, from Baramulla in the north to Kanyakumari in the south, and from Okha in the west to Lekhapani in the east. Madam Speaker, we all know that Indian Railway cut across all barriers of regions, classes and creed and is a microcosm of India on the move. From a man of the streets of Bangalore to fish vendors in Kolkata to the hustle bustle at Nizamuddin station, everywhere you find a citizen of this country rushing to connect with Indian Railways. Madam Speaker, though I am hardly a month old in the office, I am flooded with requests and suggestions for new trains, new railway lines and better services from the honorable members of the parliament, from my colleagues in the government, from states, from stakeholders, from organizations and from people of all walks of life. I know that everybody feels that they have a solution for the challenges which Indian Railways face. I took thought so when I was an outsider to this system before I was exposed to these intricacies and complexities of this vast organization. Now I am overwhelmed with the enormity of my responsibility in fulfilling these expectations as Minister of Railways. The Madam Speaker reminds me of Kautilya words. In the happiness of the people lies the ruler's happiness. Their welfare is his welfare. What pleases him the ruler shall not consider good, but whatever pleases his people the ruler shall consider good. Indian Railways run 12617 trains to carry over 23 million passengers per day, connecting more than 7172 stations spread across the subcontinent. It is equivalent to moving the entire population of the Australia. We run more than 421 freight trains carrying about 3 million tons of freight every day. Madam Speaker, having achieved the destination of entering the select club of railways of China, Russia, and USA in carrying more than 1 billion tons of freight, I now target to become the target freight largest freight carrier in the world. Madam Speaker, as you know, apart from serving the passengers, Indian Railways carry coal, it carries steel, it carries cement, it carries salt, it carries food grains and fodder, and it also carries milk. Thus, Indian Railways particularly carries anything and everything, and it never say no to a thing if it fits in the wagons. Most importantly, we are the backbone of supply chain of the defense establishment and play a very crucial role in security of the nation. Madam Speaker, while we carrying 23 million passengers a day, there are still large number of people who have not set a foot on a train yet. We carry over 1 billion tons of freight a year, connecting ports and mines to industrial clusters, but still there are vast tracts of hinterland waiting for rail connectivity. Though freight bus business has grown steadily over the years, Indian Railways carry on 31% of the total freight carried in the country by all modes. These are the challenges we have to face. Madam Speaker, an organization of this magnitude, vested with varied responsibilities, is expected to earn like a commercial enterprise but serve like a welfare organization. These two objectives are like two rails of the railway track which though travel together but never meet. So far, Indian Railways have managed to do tightrope walking by balanced these twins conflicting objectives.